Some are extremely afraid of the stock market and the total economy of America right now. You know, the soaring gas prices, the inflation at almost 8%, and then the stock market down about 12% as I make this video for the year, down about 12%. So there's people saying, let's just sell it all. Wrong time to sell, right time to buy. You remember when the pandemic first started in March of 2020 and the stock market went way down and there was extreme fear at that point. My wife and I prayed. We never felt paranoid. We knew God is in charge. But I told Renee, I said, I think this right now is the right time to buy. And we invested $4,000 into the stock market when it hit basically the bottom in March of 2020. So here it is, basically 2 years later. What happened to the $4,000? Well, it's worth about $8,500 now. It doubled, more than doubled in price. More than 100% gain, that little money we put in. I say little money, $4,000 to me is big money, but for a lot of investors, that's small money. But for us, it was substantial, and we put it at risk, as some people would say. The stock market could completely crash, okay? In fact, everything, the whole world could come to an end. There is a day that Jesus Christ is coming back. The rapture is going to take place. The Great Tribulation period is going to take place. All that's really true. But until then, we continue to live our lives by logic, not by emotions. And so the current administration, the current economy, there's lots of factors. Live by the Bible. I've got a copy of the Bible right here. And so let's live by the Bible, use our good sense, look back at history. I was alive in the Carter days, and I remember rationing of gas. And if you had a car tag in Virginia that ended in an odd number, well, odd days you got to buy gas, and if you're tagging with an even number on an even number day, you could buy gas. So you can only buy gas every other day by your tag. So it was rationing that took place. And during the Carter era, 10 and 12% inflation, even higher than what the inflation is right now. I remember as a boy, I bought a CD, certificate of deposit, a CD, that made over 10% interest. You're kidding. No, it made more than 10% interest. I think it's 10.5% interest that I made. I was just a boy. I said boy, as a teenager. I had a little job, and I put some money in a CD, and it was making about the same amount as inflation was, so at least it wasn't losing money. But I'm here to tell you, please do not panic. Please don't do that. Well, Brother Fox, are you buying gold? Would you like to know? Okay. For the last 7 years, I've bought a tiny, tiny amount of gold and silver. Tiny amount. Yeah. I don't invest in gold per se, just like I don't invest in CDs. I've got more in CDs than I have in gold. I've got a tiny, tiny, tiny bit in gold. It's more of a curiosity with me than it is an investment, no doubt about that. And right now, you may see gold really skyrocket for a little while, but it's a commodity that goes up and down, just like the price of oil goes up and down. And there may be a gold rush, and so I've got me a tiny bit. Maybe I'll sell it. Who knows? I don't invest personally in cryptocurrency. I don't know much about it. Have I dabbled at all in cryptocurrency? Yeah, I've dabbled in it. I have no real money whatsoever in cryptocurrency because I don't really understand it. And so I've dabbled. Well, do you have money in Tesla? Actually, I do. I put $5.40 into Tesla, okay? And right now, it's probably worth $4.96. It's gone down since I put my $5.40 in Tesla. You know, I don't know where all that's going. I put tiny amounts in different things just to look. I try a little before I try a lot. Most of me and Renee's retirement, most of it, the vast majority of it, is divided up into 3 mutual funds. And then a small amount is in CDs for stability. I'm a conservative. I don't take big risk. I take some risk. You're not going to get any reward if you don't have some risk. It's risky owning a business. It's risky getting out of bed. You could fall down and hurt yourself. It's risky getting in a car and driving. You got to take some risk. So bottom line, here's a few things. Don't operate by supreme fear. Now there's a rating. There's an official rating that we are in extreme fear right now with the stock market. The CBOE, the Chicago Board of Options Exchange, they're now rating the stock market as being driven by extreme fear. And that rating is based on these areas: stock price strength, market volatility, safe haven demand, and market momentum. And extreme fear was the rating back in March 2020 at the beginning of the pandemic. And so it's here again. So is it time to buy? Well, I'll tell you, I'm buying just about the same amount. I have put a little extra in right now, but I'm buying about the same amount that I was buying in October and November and December. Dollar cost averaging, long haul investing. You know, I'm now 58 years old. I don't believe in retirement. If you think that means that you just quit living, I don't believe in that. My retirement program is out of this world when God takes me home. Until then, I want to keep serving the Lord and serving my family and serving my country and serving my pastor and serving my church and serving. God called me to be a full-time Christian servant. I am to serve all life long. And so part of that in serving God is using my finances properly. And do not live by extreme fear. Now, obviously, use your good sense. Don't pour your money into things you know nothing about. So I'm just going to take a big risk here on something I know nothing about and hope it turns out okay. Not smart. Don't do that. Invest wisely. Use your logic. Get good counsel. I mean, just the other day, I had someone say, should we just take all our money out? No. Someone else said, I've got a good car, but should I buy a brand new car now? I wouldn't buy a brand new car right now. The prices are too inflated. If you've got a good car, this is me talking now, I wouldn't do that. Now, if you've got $55 million, go buy you a car. But us ordinary people, you know, live within your means. Make sure you're giving as a Christian should. Support the bus ministry. Support the new building. Support the new church plant. Give your tithes and your offerings. Support missionaries. Give. I'd rather be a giver than a taker, wouldn't you? And so I want to manage what funds I have properly, not by fear, not illogically, not by just emotion. Don't snatch all your money out of the stock market right now. Wrong time to do that. If you're going to take it out when it's up, not when it's down. And we'll have a video at some time about withdrawal strategy. I'm working on some notes for that. We want to talk about that. And I've been helping a few people with their withdrawals, some Christian folk that have asked me to think with them. I'm not a financial expert at all, though I've tried to study, and I've tried to use my good sense. And so this is just some common sense financial help from a 58-year-old man who's tried to learn something during the course of his life in the matter of finances. And so don't operate with extreme fear right now. Keep your eyes on the Lord. So I'm watching the stock market every second. Don't do that. Don't do that. Look for Jesus to come. Look for ways to serve the Lord. Don't stare at the problems at all times. Look at the Bible and look to Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. Now, if you're not a Christian, how can you operate your money as a Christian? You need to receive Christ. And then we who are saved, don't live by fear. Live by faith. May God bless.